Good evening and welcome to Manning Field on a very funny day. It's been raining all day. It got very dark. It got overcast. It started to rain again. And hopefully you can see on your TV set now the sun has come out as bright as it's been in a very long time. This is Interleague. St. Mary's taking on Boston Latin Academy. Girls soccer. Mannion Fione in net for Boston Latin. Eliza Brown for St. Mary's. Both teams are going to the tournament. St. Mary's is 9-6-1. Boston Latin Academy is 10-5. As usual, they like to follow me up. The home team is in the dark. The visitors are in the white. St. Mary's is wearing shirts now. He can just about read the numbers. And Latin Academy gets knocked down and they'll get a free kick. From the morning right up till 11:30, it was raining pretty hard. It started to come back again, and every once in a while that sun will pop out and become very bright, and every once in a while there'll be a few spittings of water coming down. So both teams are going to the tournament. As we're winding down virtually the final week, this being Wednesday, we'll go into Monday for like a couple of games. Otherwise, everything is done. Cornell with it. Drops it back. Hornstein throws it ahead. Feliz banged it off. She thought it was going out, but it didn't. Now the goalie, Fiona Mannion. I think I said Mannion Fiona. It's Fiona Mannion in net. Tipped ahead to Constein. Gets it back to O'Neill. Looking for Demers breaking. Broken up. Feliz dumps it ahead. Demers trying to get around the defense. Stops, trying to cut back. Broken up and knocked out nicely. I think it was Kamuni. They gave me a roster for Boston Latin Academy, and it is minuscule. You can just barely make out the letters. They bang it out. I thought he banged it off. Feliz, Mary's walking back like they lost it, but they give it to St. Mary's. Cornell pops it towards the net. They got a head on it, but couldn't get it to the net. Now it pops up. And Mannion will pick it off and kick it away. Kicks it high in the air. Deflected back. Latin Academy took it away and knocks it deep. And it gets knocked away. Out again off Feliz. They get it in the middle to Feliz. Knocks it deep, looking for a break. Trying to walk in and scores. Feliz pushed it ahead, and that was Demers, I believe. She turns around, I'll get her number. Feliz pushed it ahead. Demers beat the defense and just ripped the shot under the top crossbar inside the near post. And St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead, so it's Demers from Feliz. Jimmy Foley, the coach of St. Mary's, has said many times, what we want to do is trying to get out quickly. I mentioned Jimmy Foley, the coach. Kara Stafford is the coach of House Latin Academy. She told me she's 7 months pregnant. She was out on the field with her team kicking the ball around to start. They tried to go in and they pushed it too far, and now it gets deflected back. They pushed it right to the defense. They banged it off a Latin Academy player, and it deflected right to Brown, who caught it and booted it away. Feliz again, looking for Demers. It skips past. Demers takes it away. Knocks it deep, looking for Cornell. Getting there first was Kamuni. They call it off St. Mary's. There are no more 60, 70, 80, 90 degree days. It is cold, and on top of that, rain has been coming down. And one of those New England days, if you hear, the sun was shining brightly moments ago, and now the black clouds have taken charge upstairs. Foley hustles, gets it around, trying to get around again, gets it to Cornell, in the middle to Feliz. Kind of bobbled it, couldn't get the shot off, and had to knock it to the side. She was all lined up to take the shot, and it kind of bounced a little bit, got mixed up in ankle high. They tried to give it to Cornell breaking, got broken up. She gets it back, knocked away. St. Mary's keeping it in. Lead pass, looking for Foley. Out in front, rolled right by the net, and the goaltender goes out of play. She missed by about a foot of tucking that inside the near post. Very nice pass. She went down walked in the far side. Tough angle. Almost got it on net. Got it by the goaltender, and it just rolled by everybody. And Camellia I think it's Mundelon was the one that kicked it out. Demers broke it up. Feliz gets it back. Constine gets around one. Still battling for it. Bangs it out off Latin Academy. Demers trying to throw it in front, blocked and knocked away. They put it right on the foot of O'Neill, and it gets deflected. The goaltender was diving to her right, thinking to make a save, and went off Conklin, out of play. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. I'm assuming that number 40 is Abby Constein. She usually wears 47 with these different jerseys that they're wearing. She may have a different number. Tipped off, St. Mary's away from the net. Blocked by Cornell. Latin Academy knocks it deeper. I know Coach Stafford said she was missing like 3 players. 2 that were out injured, and another girl went home sick today from school, I guess. So she's a little bit depleted. She only has a couple of subs on the bench. They get it to Demers. Flying down the near side, trying to get around. Has some room. Throws it to the net, and it just get past. Great play by Demers. She knocked it looking for that far corner, and it just skipped by the post. The goaltender, I think, just got a finger on it. Just enough to tip it just past the post. It almost went in anyway off the deflection. So the corner kick will come from the far side. Bounces loose, out in front. Shot got blocked. It got blocked and got blocked right back into the St. Mary's player, and it knocked her down. She took the full force of that. Hopefully it just knocked the wind out of her. It's nothing more than that. At least we hope so. As I mentioned, with the sun as bright as it could be, the dark clouds come in and the rain has come, and it's raining hard. And I mean, it's raining hard. Tipped out by the goaltender, and then it got knocked out. St. Mary's tried to get a piece of it and couldn't. Rain caps. Get one of the rain caps for the pool. It's hard to even see out the glass now, because it is pouring out. Here they come. First touchdown. Don't do anything. Shut it down. All right, okay, go ahead. You want to open this? No. So, first touchdown, keep going. 16 yards. Touchdown. No, 26 yards for touchdown. You went 16, 17. Next touchdown, the kid went 11 yards. He went 7. Then they had touchdown, 11 yard, 5-yard run. It was a 13-yard run. Then they kicked off the, I don't know, then kick off the front of the 25-yard line there for a touchdown. He said 70-yard touchdown run. He said it was 74, he caught it for 26. Right. And and the other day I said they had the touchdowns in English film like this, and I said, okay, next touchdown is here, but it wasn't. It was down there. Next touchdown was up there. No, it's down here. And I'm taking it down, and I'm looking and saying, who the hell's doing this? Are they at the game? Do they know what the hell they're doing? Yeah. Because obviously they don't. And I think you can tell by your TV set at home, the sun has come out. What's that? The sun will come out tomorrow. It was absolutely pouring out, and we have to be outside with the camera, so we shut it down for a minute or two. Now we're back up running, he didn't miss much. St. Mary's still has the 1-goal lead. Those poor kids downstairs out on the field with the shorts and the T-shirts in the cold weather and the rain, they won't have to take a shower. They're getting soaking wet. They should have brought a bar of soap with them, and they could have taken care of everything right here. It's very difficult for me to pick up numbers anyway, but now it's almost impossible because the glass in front of me is soaking wet. And it's very hard to see. St. Mary's has dominated territorial-wise. They've kept it in the Latin Academy end most of this first half, which we're now halfway through and counting. St. Mary's lets it go out of play right in front of the St. Mary's bench. They'll take the throw in. So Demers on a pretty pass from Feliz at St. Mary's out front. They've had a couple of other chances where they knocked it over the net and by the net. Demers had one great chance, and the goaltender just got like a fingertip on the ball and just tipped it wide of the far post coming from the near side, or she would have had her second. And now all those ominous black, and I mean black clouds that brought that rain, you look and say, if you just walked in and you're just coming into the park, you'd say, what black clouds, what rain? Because now upstairs are big puffy white clouds and blue sky. Although the sun is ducked behind one of those clouds, but it'll come back. They get in the middle to Cornell, trying to throw it in front, blocked nicely by the defense. They took it away. Cornell to the near side, it's going to go out of play. And here's the sun again. We must be in New England. This is the second day in a row. Tech was playing yesterday. They stopped the game 5 minutes into the second half because they saw lightning and it was raining, and they came back out in the second half. And while they were in the locker rooms, it was like sun in Florida or California. Sun came out as bright as it could possibly be. Knocked away again. Feliz knocked it loose. They get it to the middle. Feliz knocks it away and takes it away. Back to Mackey. She knocks it deep. It skipped right past Mateo. Down the far side with Latin Academy. They knock it deep. It's going to go too deep. They're not going to get there and save it. And we've got just over 16 minutes left in this first half to go by. Demers the difference. It's 1-0 St. Mary's over Boston Latin Academy, and we're going to time out. We come out of the timeout. Since the goal, it's been nothing much. Latin Academy hasn't even come close to Eliza Brown. I don't remember getting it inside the 20-yard line, except when they kicked it deep and it went out of play. St. Mary's had it in their end quite a bit, but they've only had two chances, a goal by Demers and another goal by Demers that was tipped out, a would-be goal by Demers, got tipped out by the goaltender. Mackey knocks it away. And Mears is blessed with that deep center field of Mackey. What a job she does defensively. Felice tips it to herself, now tips it ahead, and tipped it too far. She was trying to give it to Julia Nicolo. Couldn't get a lot on that pass. Latin Academy clears it away. They give it back. Mackey off the side of her foot comes to the near side. Race to see who's going to get there first. Getting there first was Egan. Felice battling, takes it away. Trying to save it, and couldn't. It went out. Now they throw it in, and it goes out right away. St. Mary's gets it back. O'Neill with a little shift, knocks it upfield. Academy just can't get anything going. Knocked loose. Felice broken up. Kornstein tips it away. O'Neill blocked the pass, and then Latin Academy knocked it out. Substitutions for both teams. O'Neill with the throw-in. Cornell trying to battle, gets it. Threw it behind DeShanis. Broken up. Cornell with it. Demers left it for Cornell. Her shot is blocked. DeShanis lost it. Broken up almost by mistake. It hit St. Mary's in the back of the foot, and now St. Mary's loses it out of bounds. Skips by everybody. They knock it deep. They threw it behind Demers. Broken up by Demers. She takes it away. Trying to throw it in front. Good hustle. Boy, she's like the Energizer Bunny. You just wind her up and she just keeps going. She took that away from an impossible angle. She tried to get the shot on net and went off the side of the net, out of play. O'Neill breaks it up and takes it away. Gets it to Demers on the near side. Little burst of speed trying to get around. Looking to throw it out in front. Bouncing, nobody can get control of it. Foley tried to get a piece of it. It just kept bouncing around. Nobody could. It never settled on the turf for anybody to get a good, legitimate shot. O'Neill again takes it away. Egan couldn't break it up. Mackey come all the way over and got a piece of it, and it banged it out. He banged it out off Banks. Feliz takes it away. Deflected. Pop to the far side. Foley trying to get it. He kicks it back. Demers winds up with it. Gives it to Feliz. The near side to O'Neill. Cornell trying to get there. She'll get there first. Gets around nicely. Throws it to the net and knocks it in. Terrific shot by Cornell. She took it down the near side, threw it up, it went over the goaltender's head and just kind of floated in to the back part of the net under the top crossbar. And St. Mary's doubles their fun. They now lead it 2-0 with just under 10 minutes left in this first half. That's a picture-perfect shot by Cornell. And then picked it off and almost picked it off to walk in. It bounced off her foot and it deflected to the defender. Otherwise, Cornell might have a chance to walk in. Broken up. Well, of a substitution. They have to do it one at a time. They only got a couple of players on their bench. Latin Academy. They knock it deep. And now St. Mary's picks off a deflection. Two nice little shifts by Foley. Gets it ahead in the middle to O'Neill. The lead pass, looking for Demers, trying to walk in. She couldn't collect it. It was bouncing. Almost a perfect pass. Now he turns and takes the shot. It was going to go wide and out of play, but the goaltender got a piece, and St. Mary's will get a corner kick. O'Neill threw that pass. If it stayed on the turf, Demers is going to walk right in, looking for her second goal. It bounced. Demers couldn't collect it. By the time she did, she turned around, get the shot off, missed the net, but the goalie decided to try and catch it. Got a piece. Feliz will take the corner kick from the far side. Great save. They got a foot on it. Might have been DeShanis. Could have been Cornell. All they could do was just reach and get a foot on it, deflect it to the net. But Mannion made a very nice save. She's been a little more active than Eliza Brown, who hasn't touched the ball at all. Nice little shift by Cornell. And there's Demers with that speed getting it before Latin Academy could get it, and then she takes it away, keeps it in play. Trying to center it. Popped. Foley trying to make a play. I don't know if they called her offside or if they called it off her arm. They blew the whistle, and Latin Academy will kick it away. Demers winds up with it, takes the shot. Mannion has to make another save. Demers got a lot of shots on net. Shane is going to get called for taking it down. Kremen. Kremen's only an 8th grader out there. Wearing number 3 for Latin Academy. O'Neill knocks it ahead, right on the foot of Cornell. Trying to send it across to Foley. It got broken up. Shot from long range goes wide left and out of play. Skip past Cornell. There's that young 8th grader there battling. Gets knocked deep. Demers working hard, still working hard, comes back and takes it away. And it gets knocked out by Latin Academy. Demers is the type of player, if she plays for your team, you'll love her. If she plays the other team, you hate her because she's always getting in the way, bumping people, taking the ball away any way she can, takes another shot, gets it on net. Mannion makes another save. She's been very busy in net. Eliza Brown could have bought a ticket for this one. Felice's going to get called for hanging on. And Latin Academy will get a free kick. This will be the first time Latin Academy gets a throw in this deep. They haven't been anywhere near this the entire half. And we got less than 3 minutes left in the half. That gets popped straight up in the air. Klunstein knocks it away. It's going to go way wide to the right side and out of play. Nowhere near the net. Mackey will kick it away. For a minute, I thought they might get a shot on Eliza Brown. We're in the final 2 minutes and counting of this first half. 2-0 St. Mary's. Felice knocks it deep, and they call Demers offside. That was going to be a race between her and the defender. I would have bet on Demers. But they call her offside. St. Mary's breaks it up. Latin Academy just can't get anything going. Broken up. They knock it deep, and here's Demers walking in, and she chipped it over the net. She didn't get it down. She got the lead pass. She was in with an opportunity. Now they're saying it got blocked. So she may as well get a corner kick. I thought she just chipped it over the net. It sails wide. Demers actually deflected it away. Cornell trying to take it away. Lost it out of bounds. Time winding down in this first half. St. Mary's got two. Demers and Cornell. And as they say that, they blow the whistle. So Eliza Brown had a very easy time in the first half. Latin Academy didn't get a shot on net. They only had it a couple of times inside the 20-yard line. And at the end of the first half, it's St. Mary's 2, Boston Latin Academy nothing. Welcome back to Manning Fields. We're just about set to get started, and we're started. St. Mary's leading Boston Latin Academy 2-0. Both of these teams, as I mentioned before, are going to the state tournament. St. Mary's totally dominated that first half. And they come out rapid fire again. And that's Demers again looking for another shot. Cornell tips it back. Demers, she got hurt. She was trying to go around the defender, and she stepped the wrong way. And I was wondering if they saw her. She came down the wrong way on her foot, and they're coming out quickly to check on it. I think she's going to be okay. She's trying to walk it off. She seems to be okay. They're going to take her to the sideline. She kind of rolled around the defender off her hip, and her foot came down the wrong way. And she's going to go to the sideline, and she looks like she's going to be okay. We're thankful for that. Cornell tips it and trying to give it back. Give and go went too far. St. Mary's gets it back, tip it down the far side. Latin Academy gets there and takes it away. Good defense there by Ahern. St. Mary's keeping it in. Latin Academy knocks it out. And here's Mackey stepping up and knocking it back the other way. And she ran right over one of the Latin Academy young ladies. Got a couple of bounces to the net. Mannion was able to grab it, kick it away. And they'll knock it out of play. Down the far side. They take the shot and they chip it up over the net and out of play. Again, so far in this half. St. Mary's keeping it. In the Latin Academy end, which was the story in the first half, they tip it ahead. O'Neill tried to center it to Cornell, threw it well behind her. Cornell comes back and takes it away. Little shot hopped the goaltender Mannion. She blocked it, chases the rebound, gets it, and she'll kick it away. And I got to tell you, it's a very pretty picture. There's a wall of big clouds right over the trees. And if we have a timeout, we'll try to give you a shot of it. It almost looks like the clouds are, you can reach up and touch them. They seem like they're that close. Big puffy white clouds. Mackey hustles back and knocks it away. Felice trying to chase it down. It just keeps bouncing away from her. She finally got it. Sends it down the far side. They knock it deep. St. Mary's not going to get there before it goes out of play. Foley trying to keep it in and does. Cornell with it. Opted to take the shot, pulled it wide left. I think if she saw this, she would look and say, there was nobody there. I could have walked in a lot closer. She just turned around and thought, I better get the shot off before somebody comes. And there was nobody there. She could have got a lot closer, maybe lined up a better shot. Good hard shot, but just pulled it wide left. And they try to get it over to the defender on the near side, and it went right through the wickets and out of play. St. Mary's knocks it back. Big hop to the net. Mannion will kick it away. And they ran into the Boston Latin player and just knocked her down flat. She's going to have to be looked at. We're giving you a shot. I told you if we had time, we'd give you a shot of that. All the clouds. Looks like they're sitting on top of the trees. They're dark at the bottom, light at the top, and they stretch all the way across. It's a really nice picture as the sun ducks behind one of those clouds. And it gets a little bit darker here. But it almost seems like the clouds are sitting right on top of the trees, and those trees over at the cemetery make for a very pretty picture. So I told you we'd give you that look. Elizabeth Frattenall was the one that went down. She's walking out gingerly, but she's walking under her own steam. This team only has 5 seniors. There are 2 8th graders, 3 or 4 9th graders. O'Neill trying to throw it in front. Cornell got a foot on it. but tipped it wide right. Good effort. Nice try. Foley knocked it away. Latin Academy finally gets it in the St. Mary's end. Deflects off Mackey. She'll track it down. Pass ahead to Cornell from Foley. Cornell trying to throw it across field. Didn't quite get there. Got picked off. And that's O'Neill knocking it to the far side. They give it back to Mackey, and she boots it back, and actually got headed back by a Latin Academy player to the deeper into the Latin Academy end. Broken up. Coming down the near side, throwing it across. Mackey's there to knock it away. Cornell knocks it up. Niccolo couldn't get to it. Feliz takes it away. Cornell got a foot on it. Gets it to Foley down the near side. Broken up. Foley trying to go to the net. She just knocked D'Amica down. Little forearm push. D'Amica went down and went down hard. And we just had one player helped out. We told her they don't have that many subs. We're back and helping another young lady off the field, and that's D'Amico. Let's hope she's going to be okay. That's the second one they've taken off. Foley pops it up. Nice to see Demers back. They tip it to Cornell. Broken up. Feliz knocks it ahead. And they were able to get a shot off, but it went way wide right. That was Mateo with the shot. Nice pass from Feliz, set her up. Demers, it bounced off her and she got it back. Cornell couldn't get the shot off. Mackey picks it off, walks around, dumps it ahead, looking for Demers. It bounced off her. She's going to get there first and drills it over the net. She's done that a few times. She's got a lot of shots. She scored one. The goaltender just got a fingertip on one of her shots and tipped it wide, and she's knocked a few of them over everything out of play. She's had a lot of opportunities. She just keeps working. Feliz breaks it up, but pushes it too far. It goes out of play. Ten minutes into this second half, 2-0 St. Mary's, all the scoring in the first half. They just knock it out of play. O'Neill with the throw-in. So Feliz broken up. There's Demers getting involved again. It got knocked out. And the throw-in will be St. Mary's. The Academy knocks it deep, and they're going to watch it go out of play. O'Neill hustles and takes it away, trying to get around the defense. And it was Kamuna knocking it out. Bouncing around, they'll clear it away. And St. Mary's will bring it right back. We talked about the first half being all St. Mary's with the score. Here's Demers again. Drills it, deflected, and it went right by the foot. It got deflected from the far side to the near side. Foley just missed getting her foot on it. I think she was really surprised that it got to her. By the time she raised her foot to try and tip it home, it went by her. And St. Mary's will get a corner kick. Feliz will take it from the near side. Foley had an opportunity and just couldn't reach it. To the net. Goalie had it, caught it, bobbled it, and dropped it out of bounds. Jenna Foley right in her lap, looking for the tip away a rebound. Coming again from the near side. Out in front, cleared away. They get a foot on it. And Manuel will go up and get it. Mackey got an opportunity, but got under it and popped it up in the air. Feliz with a nice little shift. Gets it up to Demers. Down the far side, too far for O'Neill. St. Mary's takes it away. Trying to center it. They fanned on it. That's Demers again. Mateo threw it out in front. Demers going. It was there. She was out in front. And she swung and missed at it. Too far for O'Neill again. 15 minutes in to the second half. Still 2-0 St. Mary's. Both goals coming in the first half. Feliz got a head on it, but knocked it out of play. knocked out. Down deep again, too far for O'Neill. That's the third or fourth time they tried to hit her breaking down that far side, and they've knocked it out of play. And the lights are coming on here at Manning Field. They knock it deep. Mackey's there to pick it off. And they bring it right back in the Latin Academy end. Down that far side, trying to walk in, trying to throw it across. It got blocked, the shot, and they missed the net, went wide left. Demers threw it out in front. It got deflected away, and it was O'Neill coming in. Top speed, got a good hard shot off, and just pulled it wide left. So Demers getting involved again. They blocked her would-be centering pass right onto the foot of O'Neill, who knocked it wide. Lovett pops it up. Feliz got it blocked. Latin Academy coming back. They knock it deep, and they knock it too deep. It's going to go out of play. And that's been the story of their time. Love it, try and let it go. It finally goes out. Foley with a couple of shifts, a couple of more shifts. Trying to get around a couple. Finally goes out of play off Foley. We showed you a photo of those clouds that were sitting on top of the trees, and they're gone. They just moved on. Foley, it was going to go out off Latin Academy. Foley reached for it, thinking she might get a break, and it went out off Foley. Mackey knocks it deep. Cornell with those long strides. They told me she's going to be a basketball player this year. I hope so. Definitely would like her size. Feliz just kind of tapped it to the net. They leave it for Lovett. Foley with a shift. With another shift, winds up with it, gets it in the middle, and he just kind of poke at it. And that was Niccolo giving her like just a little touch, chipped it to the net. Mannion was able to make the save easily. Kornstein cut in front of Broderick, and Broderick gave her a little two-handed shove, and they caught her. And now I think they're sending her to the bench. They're sending her off. So Serena Broderick is going to the bench for giving that little shove, push. Everybody there, O'Neill, Cornell, Feliz, all around the ball at the net, and Mannion just took it away from all three. And it bounced up and got a piece of the hand. And that's that little 8th grader, Kremen. Mackey will take the kick. All the way through. Nicola was there looking for maybe a loose ball. Mannion took it away. Mackey got it right to the net. Feliz to Cornell. Trying to get it to the far side. Didn't get a lot on the pass. It got picked off and cleared away. Constein throws it up, and it's going to go out of play. Deflected out. And deflected out off Niccolo. It's been a real, it's only 2-0 St. Mary's, but it's been really lopsided. And the fact that Boston Latin Academy has got nothing done offensively, and I mean nothing. They haven't even come close to getting any kind of a shot on net. The only time they've got it inside the 20, just like now, is when they kick it deep. And they've got a couple of throw-ins, but St. Mary's takes it away quickly and takes it right back to the other end. And it goes out off St. Mary's. And St. Mary's knocks it out again. They knock it deep, loose. O'Neill with it, leaves it for Feliz. Try to get a shot off. It got blocked. And it's going to go. It was going to go out. And it still went out. St. Mary's tried to save it and get it center the pass, but it was going to go out anyway. But they couldn't save it and went out. And Feliz will get a corner kick from the far corner. Over to the far side as the sun comes out again. Kind of shanked that one. It skips by everybody. Cornell winds up with it. Pass picked off. Shot got blocked. Shot saved by Mannion. And is knocked in. So she made the save. And Foley knocks it in. So all that pressure pays off again. DeShaney's got the shot off. Mannion went down and made the save. She couldn't hang on to the rebound. She was flat down on the ground. And Jenna Foley just knocked it over her head into the back of the net. Felice coming back with a rush. Down the far side. Try to get it to the net. Maybe get it in the net or find somebody breaking to the net, tipping it in. It never got there. It stayed out to the right side and out of play. It skipped right through the wickets, but she got it back. It was Grace Patika. Foley with the throw-in. It went out off Mangwin. Feliz with it. Broken up. DeShaney's broken up. And they call it off to Shanus. And he bang it out. Nice job by Lovett banging it out off Latin Academy. They take it away. They tip it deep, and this will be the first time that Brown has touched the ball. She waits for it and kicks it away. Somebody had to ring a bell and wake her up. They haven't come anywhere near. St. Mary's clears it away and couldn't keep it in. It went out of play. Try to tip it ahead, push it behind. Mackey knocks it upfield. There's Demers getting involved. And they called it off Demers. And now they just throw it out of bounds. I guess they blew the whistle first for a substitution. And while they throw the ball in, there's a substitution going in and out. So they'll do it again. They blew the whistle, a substitution, didn't make it, and when she threw it in again, they made the substitution. So finally, Kamuna gets to throw it in. St. Mary's picks it off. Tipped. Mackey broke that up. Actually, it was Lynch that broke it up. Feliz picked it off. Tips it ahead looking for Cornell. Cornell takes it away. Try to center it. She banged it off Mangwin. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. Feliz will take it from the far side. knocked away, short. O'Neill ripped it, and Mannion got a piece of it, knocked it high over the net and out of play. And Felice will get to do it again from the far side. 10 minutes and counting left in this one. 3-0 St. Mary's. They're going to get their 10th win. Tip and deflected, and it goes wide left. Just a little pop-up. Ground ball on the corner kick, and they got a piece of it. Tipped it well wide. Boston Latin Academy down to like 2 subs, maybe even 1. They have 2 players hurt. Cornell knocks it down, threw it behind Demers, knocked away from Felice. Constein letting it go out of play. Trying to knock it ahead to Demers. It got picked off by the defense. Nice little shift. Knock it upfield. And here's Mackey, that center field, is just taking it away. Trying to knock it deep. He gets by everybody. Foot race. Cornell was going to get there first. Mannion come out of the net, grabbed it and held on. Mannion is the backup goaltender. Anastasia Papagianni, I think, is under concussion rules. She's the starting goaltender. Blocked. St. Mary's battling it, wins it, clears it away. Trying to knock it deep to Cornell. And Latin Academy will knock it out of play. St. Mary's will make a couple of changes. They knock it deep, but they knock right to the center field to Mackey. Up to Cornell. Tipped ahead. Defense gets there first, gets a good angle. They gave it away. Cornell shot, couldn't get a lot on it. Left foot, it was bouncing. She just kind of dribbled it wide right and out of play. And they knock it out of play. Foley to Cornell to Mateo. Now they knock it upfield. Niccolo got a head on it and couldn't get there first. She headed it And then Latin Academy caught up and knocked it out as we have 5 minutes and counting left in this one. So Boston Latin Academy is going to go to 10-6. St. Mary's is going to go to 10-6-1. They got one more game, I believe, next Monday. They put it all the way through. Cornell got a head on it and knocked it up and out of play. Nice kick from the corner. Cornell got a head on it and just couldn't knock it in the net. Mackey went back and took it away. Up ahead to Foley, knocking it deep. Mateo down there with it. Gets around, tries to center it. A little back-footed by Niccolo. A little behind the back stuff. Got a foot on it, tipped it to the net, couldn't get a lot on it. A little razzle-dazzle there by Julian Niccolo. Cornell knocks it deep. Manny will go over and get it. And it gets knocked out. We'll have substitutions for both teams. Mateo looking for it, and it goes out. They call it off Mateo. Cornell trying to lead Niccolo, a little too far. Good idea. Two minutes and counting left in this one. The only question is are they going to get a shot on net? Never mind get a goal. They're going to get a shot on net. They haven't had one. They haven't come close. Mackey throws it to the net. I think she was hoping that Niccolo would break it, get a piece of it, but it stayed a little bit to the left. Manny was able to go get it easily. One of the very few times that they're going to get a throw-in from down deep. Skips past everybody and it's going to go out of play. And I guess St. Mary's got a piece of it because Boston Latin Academy is finally going to get a corner kick. St. Mary's heads it away. Cornell got a piece of it, blocked it, and winds upfield. St. Mary's will take it back. They knock it deep, looking for Mateo. And they blow the whistle, and that's going to be it. So Eliza Brown gets a very easy shutout, and that she never had to make a save. I think she only got the ball once, and that was kicked back to her by Mackey, and she kicked it away. Demers off a very pretty pass from Feliz. Got St. Mary's on the board, 1-0 quickly. A picture-perfect shot by Suzanne Cornell. She came down the near side and just touched it enough and floated it over the head of the goaltender, under the crossbar, into the far corner from the near side, and it was 2-0 at halftime. And then a shot by DeShanas, blocked by the goaltender. She was down right on the foot of Jenna Foley, and she knocked it over the goaltender's head. That made it 3-0, and that was the final score. So St. Mary's will go to 10-6-1 as they keep looking for a higher seed. Boston Latin Academy will go to 10-6 as St. Mary's wins it over Boston Latin Academy 3-0. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.